Hello everyone. Today we are doing Satisfactory just because I wanted to do a stream, but I didn't feel like playing more Diamond. Kinda burned myself out on that. Should have seen that coming. So since I haven't checked out Satisfactory's update version 1.2, I decided let's do a little stream here, trying out the newest version, because they've changed quite a lot. As we can see, there's actual rain in the game now, which is really freaking cool, although I see quite a bit of artifacting on my end. I don't know if that's the new rain they have put in the game, but we'll see. Now, besides that, I need to send out the Discord notifications, so I'll do that very quickly, and then we can just get started. So the plan for today is to try out the new settings. Now sadly, because this is experimental only, I can't use mods, so we'll have to do an advanced game settings thing. So let's go. Which area do we go in? They also introduced a randomizer, so the actual area is not going to change much, potentially, except for just the leaves for the initial generators. So where should I go? Grassfields is where the most recent playthrough happened. Rocky Desert is where my longest playthrough has been, and it's kinda barren and not even remotely close to the important resources, so I'm thinking I'll go Northern Forest and see from there. I could go in the desert too, but like I just don't like playing in the desert because it's just boring to look at. It's just the same terrain everywhere. So we skip intro, then we name it update 1.2, then we have it called game modes. Yes. So special elevator, we are going to make it minimum because special elevator is the thing that always kills my enjoyment of a playthrough. I'm sick and tired of making like 1,000 nuclear pasta, whatever it's called, and taking forever because you can only make like 1 or 2 per minute. So recipe parts cost. Okay, so this is for the deliveries. This recipe parts cost, so we can basically set everything to use up half as much. Power consumption, I'll put it to minimum, definitely. I'm thinking of leaving at 1. World randomization, resource node randomization. So we have just full random. Then we have basic resource rates. So increased iron, coal, copper, caterium, and limestone. So the beginner resources up until like tier 5. No, tier 4 more like. Then quartz, sulfur, bauxite, some, and uranium. I never bothered with nuclear. Some we don't really need that much, because if we just find a node early on and set it up, that's pretty much it. Then fossil fuel rates, increased oil, coal, and sulfur, so we can get a lot more power. I think I'll go for a basic no, let's go for full random, like completely random. We might get some interesting results. Also, one moment, I forgot to do something on my end. Alright, there we go. Now, full random, Resource node purity. Just in the interest of just not suffering too much, I'll go mostly pure. Or do I go average? Well, average turns all nodes into normal purity. So let's just go mostly pure. We can see the seed if we want to. And then in creative mode, I can't use mods, so I kinda need the flight mode. So flight mode, I believe it's double tap space. It used to be control F, which was awkward as frick. Alright, we do want power. We have put the power to 4 times less though. I do want this. So this is not no fuel for generators, it's for vehicles, drones, portals, and alien power augmenter. Basically all the annoying stuff. Drones especially, I never understood why drones are so expensive. Because yes, they take one battery per grid, but at the same time they also take like 6 batteries to even get started every single trip. It's just not worth it. Like the time and effort it takes to build that many batteries, you can just put into making a long conveyor belt. And it will be much faster in the long run because a drone is very limited, unless you have like 50 drones. No, I want to unlock this normally. No, I'll keep the unlock costs on, just so we have something to work towards too. And then creatures, I want to completely disable spiders. Okay. Onboarding. Unlock all resets in the map, no thank you. Unlock everything in the awesome shop. Nah, we're good. Alright, so these are our settings. No fuel for vehicles, flight mode, no spiders, just because I just hate the spiders. I'm not scared of spiders, like I don't have arachnophobia. I just find them really annoying to fight because there's like 20 of them in a tiny cave and it just pisses me off. Later on, when I have like nuclear obelisks, then yes, I can just clear the cave in like seconds, but until then it's just frustrating. Alright, so space elevator, 4 times less resources needed, then 4 times less electricity, random nodes, mostly pure. And let's see the seed. Alright, let's get started. Starting area, Northern Forest. Skip onboarding, yes. Creative mode enabled, yes. Game modes enabled, yes. Single player. I always play single player for Satisfactory. When I give my girlfriend my old PC, then we can see about alright. Now I want to get my bearings. I haven't played the game in forever.
Potential edible collected. Reminder that look and smell alone do not provide sufficient data to determine exact risk of consumption.
For now I'm just
Just
getting
because
some
it
leaves
looks like you can
just
eat
to
it
have
does
them.
not mean it won't eat you. Store this potential
Now
resource
there's
for
a
later
blue
use.
power slug on there, From what I remember, there should be another one nearby. I'm using flight mode in the interest of just enjoying ourselves. Oh, Mercer Sphere. Let's grab that. I
The
will walk to the
astrobiologist
nodes,
Dr.
but I
D.M.
see
Mercer was
coal
the first to
already, which is
recognize the
nice.
presence and probable nature of these alien
There
artifacts.
should
These chain-melted
be
state spheres are named in his honor.
a
Each
summer
sphere
sloop
emits
over
a unique
here
signal and will
on
require
a
study
weird
to determine
egg-looking
local
rock.
application. Store it for later use.
Another Mercer. We'll be taking that. This is copper ore pure.
Samples of new alien species acquired. Notable features are blunt teeth, suggesting it is herbivorous, and a thickly plated skull and spine, suggesting it is proficient at inflicting and receiving blunt force trauma.
They changed
Preserve the
them up.
remains for later study.
Okay, I'll grab the sluggy from here. Pretty sure there was a sluggy. Yeah, here it is. I see copper down there.
This semi-slug species seems to persist entirely through absorbing and storing
Let's
energy
get the
from
yellow
its
slug from
surroundings.
here. This
Studying
was
this
where
could
my
provide new
very
methods for
first
improving
playthrough of
fixed
Satisfactory
production line
was.
efficiency.
So I know
Store
this,
this potential
these
resource
parts
for
were
later use.
very well. So let's see. I grab the thing from up there, then we grab the blue slug from over here. Ooh, some node. And I see coal nodes. Okay, this is going to be really nice. So we have... Oh, never mind. This is oil. Iron ore pure. Okay, I think I'll just plop my base here. Normally I would just run that way where the quartz used to be. And now let's check the other nodes around. We have coal. We have some. We have a bit of everything, so I think this will be a nice spot to plop down our starter base. Now the sum is pure. Then limestone pure. That's going to be helpful. I see a geyser. With the geyser, if we combine it with the with coal and the puddle of water we have there, oh, never mind. It looked blue, so I thought it was a geyser. So we have crude oil. Crude oil. I just want to maybe have some coal nearby. Oh, let's grab this. There's a Mercer Sphere behind there, but I'll just get it later. Alright, so we have iron here. Okay, so then iron ore here. We have a copper a bit further out. What's the node directly over this one? Iron. So we have 3 pure irons. That. Now, the stream is just going to be slow and just taking our time to enjoy the game, because I haven't gotten to play it in freaking forever. I was thinking of doing Symphony of the Night today, but it just didn't have the motivation. If it was just the Alucard part, I would be fine, but when I have no motivation, I suck at the intro part, the Round of Blood. So I would just get deleted by Dracula. And I need to have the girl come rescue me. And when that happens, you end up with awful starting stats. Alright. I just want to verify that copper is relatively nearby and limestone, because we'll need both. We have 1 copper, 2 copper, 3 copper. Okay, and then limestone. That one. Okay. Oh, and we have a coal too. Alright. So I'm going to plop my base where? Can we just plop it up here? First of all, we clear everything. Haven't played the unmodded in forever, so it's going to be nice playing this again. Okay, the hub. Can I fit it up here? Just for the fun of it. No. I want to fit it somewhere cool. You can fit it up here, but it's very, very tricky to get the blue unless you use foundations. Worst case scenario, just move it later. So I can put it right smack dab in the middle, or where do we plop down our lovely base? Let's plop it right here for now. Okay, for a moment it looked huge. Now, not having the instant crafting mode is going to be the death of me, but smelter. Also, they've made it so you can daisy chain machines, although we do have to unlock the ability to do that. That's smelting, and then I need a constructor, ideally 2, so I'll make 1 and 2. And this one will be making plates. Now it will take quite a bit of getting used to when I'm used to Ark Survival Vault, where F is the interact button for a lot of things rather than E. But anyways, let's see what objectives we have for now while the machines are working. Base building, I need concrete, part assembly. Alright, so I will need to set up this. So we'll start from here. Very slightly automating. Okay, that should be exactly enough. Never mind. Now it's exactly enough. Alrighty. Sluggy. Right, so where was the copper? So if our base is over here, let's go for this node. Up to here. Then let these guys do their thing while I go fetch the thing from down here. Where is it? There should be a crash site. Wait, no, it's further up. So now let's get up this. Iron. There should be a crash site there and a crash site here. Grab the Mercer Sphere. We do have access to some.
The effigy has no song, only echoes, but it is part of a river. Why does the effigy avoid the windows?
Attention. Your brain's operations are outside typical parameters. Time spent daydreaming will be deducted from your sustenance budget.
Okay, get with the resources. Should give us a nice early start. And this needs power. Okay, I'll just come back with some wires. Sadly, there wasn't any near the crash site. Kinda screws me over. But oh, for a moment I thought this was a geyser. So things are going to start picking up in a moment. For now, we just chill a tiny bit. I will make a smelter too. But first I need some wires to get the hard drive. As soon as I have the splitters, I will be able to just plop down proper drills. So let's see. Need a smelter and a constructor. This is copper. This is wires. Up. Okay, do I have enough for biomass burner? I do. I have enough to connect it. Let's go. No, should make some room. So miner face this way. Stuff. Alright, now we have enough. Let's go. I'll plop another miner on the node over here. Will help make it easier to find. So storage box.
Samples of
Once I
unknown
have the
alien
chainsaw, I'll
species
come get
acquired.
all the
Their
mycelia
weaponized
from
plasma
here.
is most likely stored as a stable chemical substance in an organ close to their mouth, and only turns volatile when exposed to one of the chemical elements in the air. Preserve the remains for later study.
Oops, copper. I don't know. Okay.
The Summer Sloop was named after Marie Somerville, co-founder of Fixit and head of its R&D department. There are many theories about the origin of this shape and why this symbol mathematically resembling a Mobius strip has found its way into both human and extraterrestrial culture. Thankfully, you don't need to know any of these theories to be a pioneer. Store it for later use. Fun fact: the planet you are on was found and named during a planet spotting event Marie hosted called Marie's awesome scientific search of the avant-garde exoplanets.
We've got... Oh. I knew I was missing something. Just didn't feel right. Well, I have room for it, so let's grab some sulfur so we can start looking for it.
Unknown chemical element collected. This non-metallic and multivalent element seems to be present only in a solid state and exhibits a most pungent smell. It is fortunate Fix-It helmets are of such high quality. Store this potential resource for later use.
Now we'll take that and we go back to base. Take some in, some here, some here, and now we can do the milestone so we can start building a little production line for real. I have to make some by hand, I guess. I want to get a small production going, then try to unlock the mum so we can get some really good stuff from there. I like dynamite because I want to clear the area of trees, although if we get the chainsaw it's more or less the same thing. Alright, by the time this is done, the machine will have finished some more, so we can proceed with my plan. Some in, take some here. Now when these run out, we'll be set. Okay, milestone done.
Milestone reached. Conveyor
sets-
belts can now merge, split, and lift to save space and enhance the productivity of your factory. Fix-It encourages you to consider investing in verticality
Yeah,
when
this
it
one.
comes to factory logistics. If you feel stressed by this complexity, imagine yourself on the shore of a vast and calm ocean. Breathe in, visualize all the people relying on you. The sea is made of billions of faces, each staring at you with hope and tears in their eyes. Breathe
Right.
out, feel
So I
refreshed and
need
focused
a
on your
very
duties.
small production of screws. The reason why I want to get the mum is specifically to get the alt recipe for screws. I'm going to put 100 rods in, that should be enough screws. I will need about 100, but let's make more. We'll also have the slugs and obviously the hard drive. So here we're just waiting for the machines to finish. So while they're doing that, I'm going to go, it's then night time too, so I'm going to go fetch the Mesosphere and slug or two that are around here. The Mesosphere should be over here and down somewhere, if I remember correctly, although they did move this one at some point. Thank you. Look at that.
Potential edible collected. If consumed before authorized is compatible with the human digestive system by Fix-It, the consumer is responsible for any and all consequences. Store this potential resource for later
We have
use.
a yellow slug as well. I want to just brace through the slug raids just to get them all done. Now, since it's night time, slugs are a lot easier to find. Which does help. So I'll get that slug. the crash site. There's another crash site over there. Okay, I don't have enough. I was hoping to find some. Oh well. Maybe the crash site over here will have something. megawatts. Right. We have the concrete we need. Scan. Let's pick up some more sulfur. I'll be needing it. Then we have beryl nut, which is the last thing. Bauxite I don't really care about. Okay. Biomass burner. Biomass burner 2. Get some leaves too. And we are producing 30 and 30. I kinda hate when that happens. Like, you give it the stuff.
Damaged hard drive successfully acquired. All pioneers are contractually obliged to preserve and secure any recovered hard drives for future analysis, which may result in benefits to the Fix-It mission. Speculation as to why there are crashed freighters in your Fix-It designated zone is discouraged as specified in your contract.
Right. I'll grab the sluggy from here and head back to base. By now the machine should be done. And I should have gotten some nice resources. Oh, very tempting. I'll grab these two blue ones. Now, underneath the crash site I just dismantled, there's a cave with a summer sloop. Do I grab it now? I think, since I'm here, might as well. Was the cave? Oh, I really want the Caterium. Over here. Now, normally this place would be full of spiders. Thankfully, we removed the spiders, which makes the game infinitely more fun. Now, limestone, don't particularly care about. What I care about is the Caterium I found, because, okay, what can I throw away? The gas filter is not the most important, but let's just toss some leaves, like, screw it.
Unknown metal collected. This metallic element is showing
we have a
properties
Caterium
similar to
node
those in
near
Group
our
11 on the
base,
periodic table, such
that
as
will
high
be really
conductivity and
nice.
malleability. Store this potential resource for later use.
Now there's another crash site nearby, but I'm not going for it just yet. Grabbing the berries, and we are back in base. Screws. Do I have? Yes, I do. Should be just enough. Alright, so now we have the mum.
Milestone reached. Supply the molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, with local resources to research and develop new technologies. Potential
I kind of
technologies
want
include
to get
exploration
this.
tools,
It's not
weapons, and
expensive
factory
at all.
buildings. These are essential
Just
for
need some more
maximizing
roads.
your Pioneer efficiency and alignment with Fixit's core pillars: construct, automate, explore, and exploit. To advance Fixit's mission, all notable phenomena, resources, technology, or other influence should be investigated regardless of any perceived danger, as stated in the Pioneer contract.
And now for the mum, what do we need? Oh, we can make it right away. Let's plop it. Let's plop it over here. Fits perfectly. Alright. Now I don't have the mod for instant research, which kinda is annoying with the hard drives especially.
The remains researched belong to an organism now dubbed the fluffy-tailed hog. It has many characteristics that would likely classify it among the Suidae family were it native to Earth. Hog remains can now be. Not listening to instructions means you waive Fixit's responsibility for any accidents or misuse of these technologies.
Yeah, well, I've heard these
I will now
messages.
assume you are an expert and judge your
20
use of
million
these
times.
technologies accordingly. If you are confident you already understand the new technologies you are about to use, by all means, learn the hard way. I see that I'm talking too slow for your taste.
Always like when I
I hope that was enlightening.
This is what I really
This
want to get.
semi-slug, now dubbed Power Slug, is early in its life cycle and has retained only part of its potential energy storage capacity, giving it its blue color. Power slugs are capable of extracting latent energy from their surroundings, including through a form of photosynthesis, and preserve it in their porous semi-crystalline shell over their lifetime. This explains why they rarely move after having found a suitable location.
Alright.
This unknown chemical element was in reality an unusual mixture of solid sulfide and sulfate materials from which
Combine
sulfur can be
these,
extracted.
Then make
Sulfur's
as
primary use
many
lies in fertilizers, which we have
power
no
cells
use
as we
for.
can.
Instead, this element enables access to more volatile obstacle clearing and Pioneer defending tools.
Let's make some concrete for now. And no, I am playing solo. Sorry for not paying too much attention to the chat. I was just hearing what Ada had to say. But how are you there? Rayeth. Interesting name. I know I butchered it, but oh well. And I'm doing a full settings playthrough, so I have put power consumption to 4 times less, space elevator to 4 times less. The materials still are the same though, so production is identical. it just uses less power. And I'm using advanced game settings just so I can fly around, because honestly it takes forever to get around. And I have randomized the nodes. So I randomized the nodes to just straight up random. That's why I was just unlocking everything in the mom, so we can maybe have some good luck with the different nodes and speed through the Caterium. Now I want the inventory slots and
Research
the ribber
completed.
gun.
Alien protein can now be turned into biomass or alien DNA capsules. In addition to being used for research, the invaluable alien lifeform data in these capsules can be
Some of
traded for
these.
fixed coupons at the Awesome Sink. We guarantee the best capsule to coupon exchange rate anywhere on this planet.
And now I just need to pick up these to unlock overclocking. And then, what am I missing?
Overclocking development completed. Power shards can now be inserted into all buildings to increase input and output speed. Underclocking is also possible.
This. I'm
Note,
pretty sure I had
power
picked up some
consumption of
berry
overclocked
nuts.
buildings increases
I guess
exponentially.
I didn't. Oh well.
This mushroom, dubbed bacon agaric due to its uncanny resemblance to raw bacon, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner.
Alright.
Further research is available.
For now, let's do the milestone. Just need some more roads from here. Now we have base buildings. How much concrete
Milestone
do
reached.
I have?
Several new structures are now
I
available
have
for
just
improving
enough.
factory organization.
want to put
Foundations
my
provide
factory
a building
high up,
grid, which makes it
just
easier to manage
to
placement
have
of
a
any
nice clean
structure.
area at the bottom.
In the event that you are experiencing amnesia
do
for all
need
events
this,
prior
though.
to planetfall, be reassured that memories of beloved humans and/or animals would have only been distractions from your important mission.
Alright. We need to get this and the logistics. So part assembly. But it's time to dismantle this mess and just organize it with proper extractors. Proper drills and everything. So, dismantle this. For Caterium, how far is it? The closest node. It's far. Okay. I'll just book it to there. Since the nodes are randomized, we might potentially end up needing to go ultra far away to get the most basic of things. Yeah, like I'm at where normally you have the oil fields. Okay, so this is where normally there would be a sum node. So this is dead end. There's a sum node there, normally, but I can't get it because I don't have dynamite yet. Okay, on other things, there should be... There it is. Summer sloop. Then there should be a Mercer sphere nearby, a bunch of power slugs, but I'm only going to get one or two. I'm here just to see the nodes. So the oil field has turned into iron, limestone, coal. There's the Mercer sphere. And what others do we have around here? Iron. This would be a really nice location for a base with how it got randomized. But we'll see. Alright. It spotted me. Okay, industrial beam, stator, motor. I'll just come back later. They aren't what I'm here for. Purple sluggy. Let's throw away some leaves. And then I need the dismantle crate from earlier. But like an idiot, I just didn't notice. So where is it? There it is. Alright, let's go back to base. We have everything. Now it's just very tempting. Since this one is always just a freebie.
Damaged hard drive successfully acquired. All pioneers are contractually obliged to preserve and secure any recovered hard drives for analysis in the MAM, which may result in benefits to the Fix-It mission. Speculation as to why there are crashed freighters in your Fix-It designated zone is discouraged as specified in your contract.
Copper seed. I'll just come back later. And we have another coal node here that I hadn't noticed. That's interesting. So we have two coal nodes right in base. Alright. So what do I need to do? We set up the production. Alright. We'll have to make do with MK1 power poles, but it will get the job done. Okay. So conveyor belt straight, and the iron flows from here to here. Then I need conveyor splitter. And to basically make it compact. Will it let me connect? Will. Nice. Then I need a splitter again. Actually, not even this. I just need. Oh, I did it wrong. Oh well. So let's redo this. I'm not trying to do a manifold, if that's what it looked like I was going to do. I was trying to go for something else. Why are these dismantled crates appearing ages after I've left? Anyways. Let's see. If I get this on now, I kinda want the cables. Nah, screw it. I need to free up inventory space. Perfect.
Research completed. Yellow power slugs are further into their life cycle than blue power slugs, and thus have more potential energy stored. They can now be processed into power
I'll
shards.
get this later. It's not like I have made a scanner yet.
Research completed. Purple power slugs seem to be near the end of their life cycle and have a significant amount of potential energy stored.
Alright.
It is a good thing Fix-It does not waste. Purple
I
power
need some
slugs can now be
cables. I'd
processed into
say
power shards.
about 45 should be enough for now. Alright. Then power shards. I'm trying to free up inventory space for the time being, so I can actually work on the base. The singular limestone can get lost. Then, speaking of limestone, miner MK1. This is the thing I have to start with. As in, without this, I cannot get started on building a nice base. Because I want to elevate the base. I'll just fix this later, since again I'm going to elevate the base. 120 per minute, so we need constructor should be enough. Actually no, since I can only use MK1 belts, there's no point in overdoing it. Let's go 20 per minute. And pull this back to base. Alright. So now we are producing limestone, well, concrete. And then I need a little box for it all to go in, so it doesn't stall. Alright. Take some, plop it in by hand. Since the machine is pulling out more than it can push out, I just need to front load it a little bit just to avoid it going stop start stop start stop start. Alright, now to work with this. So I have to keep in mind I'll be upgrading this to MK2 conveyor belt very shortly, like very shortly. So with that said, okay, align with the world grid. Wait, do I have elevators? I do. Alright. Don't need to overdo it here, I just need about 4 by 4 for starters. And I seem to have just enough. So then On here we go. Smelter. Actually, no, let's just manifold. Alright, so conveyor. First we put the merger. Then we put splitter. Splitter. Then it manifolds. Back. And we put the smelters. Iron, just full overclock. Actually, for now I don't need to overclock. 30, 30. Okay, so 4 are perfect for now. So I'll only connect 4. Then I need the manifold here. Oh, yeah, I forgot. That one does not get a smelter, the others do. The stupid tree is just annoying me now. Alright, so we have 4 irons smelting and a 5th one for later. If we want to expand it, we just pull it out to here a little bit more. Then I just need to bring in the input. And with that, it's pretty much set. Now, connect power. Power pole goes. Let's put it here. Then we pull it down by the drill. I kinda hate the starting power poles, but we don't really have much of a choice. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. The last one stays inactive. I'll just put it in standby. I haven't given power to it yet, so we have 4 powered ones for now, and they'll just start smelting. Once I remember to connect this. Now, we have the issue of having trash conveyors for now. So while I am connecting these, I'll only have 2 smelters actually smelt, but this is looking good. So we have our first mini production line. That one is for iron. Get some concrete. Now, might as well. Just a tiny bit more cables. So I need these to start turning the biomass into something more usable. So leaves, indigo. And later on we'll do the wood. I'll actually connect it to this one instead. Also, I'm going to go pick up that crate and all the items I left. Yeah, power grid died, that's fine. Nothing to worry about. Alright, have I left anything? Yes. Reinforced iron plate, very important early on, because of how expensive it is to actually make it. Summer sloop, and I want it. Let's check the crash site here, but there's like spitters and
The
I
effigies
don't have very
ripples through
bargain
our
yet.
temples. Our veins nearly touch. He is shy. Notes
Just
shall
grab
be
it
taken and
from
played.
far away.
From a certain perspective, your brain looks like it is processing language, but there is no auditory data. If you are hearing voices that are not mine, this is no cause for concern. It is a common side effect of extreme pressure and stress.
Steel pipe. Get rid of some leaves. In case industrial beam is left. What can I throw away? Can't everything here is useful? Don't actually need to throw them away. Now that I think about it. Case industrial beam. Ooh, I just remembered. I picked up some frames earlier, so we can get that crash site over here. And I'll be grabbing a little snacky too. Anyways, the crash site over here needed frames, which I found from the neighboring crash site. So we can open it now. Get yet another hard drive. We're at 5 hard drives. I kind of want to get the inventory expansion as early as possible, because if we proceed further in the game, it will become harder and harder to get it without re-rolling, and I don't want to waste the re-rolls, just inventory. I've gotten that. Alright, back to base we go. Let's check our first hard drive in 10 minutes. Then, where was the issue? Oh, I ran out of... Okay. That's easy to solve. Where is my wood? Here we go. Take this, plop it in. There we go. Now I could make the better capacity, production, consumption, max consumption 9. So let's set it to 9 for now, just so it will use it up slower to give us time to produce more. Then, very quickly, plopping a drill down here, just to have it. And we also need to make the equipment workshop. As usual, I'll just chuck it in the back here. Almost always I'll just put it in the back of the hub. And I need to make some miners, so we can start making use of all the nodes around us. And while at it, I'm going to make one object scanner. No, let's make two because I'll need one later for detonator. Alright. So now we have everything. These are smelting. Basically waiting I don't want to put a sergeant. Okay, I'm basically waiting for these to fill up. Okay, let's pre-fill the others too. Won't hurt any. Now, what do I need? Of stuff I can get. I'll be getting this. Alright. Time to set up the production for the copper. It's over here. So I need to elevate it. Okay. I'm going to align it with the world grid. Then elevate it with a wall. Sadly I don't have the... Okay, I think this height should be enough. Let's test. It's more or less the same height as the other. So this should be perfectly fine. Then we build some foundations. Zoop. Again a 4x4. Now the thing with copper is we'll set it. Why isn't it letting me zoom to the side? Oh, I forgot that's a mod. So normally I play with a mod called I think it's called Super Zoop. That basically lets you zoop in a grid instead of just one direction at a time. So you can do like a 10x10, for example. A really cool mod. But again, beta. Well, not beta, like experimental branch. So yeah. Alrighty. 4.5 minutes. Let's get to building. Do I have enough? We need smelters. We need constructors. I think I will need some more cables. But for now, logistics, go. I'll start it from here. Splitter. So for copper, I was about to say, and lost track of what I wanted to say, but for copper, at first, I put it the wrong way. So for copper, takes like merger. I put this the wrong way. So for copper, at first you need wire, but once you get to Caterium wire, you can make like a mountain of wire for like dirt chip. So you have no reason to keep using copper to make wires. Alright, and now we just need the smelters. 1, 2, 3, 5. Copy, paste, 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 paste. Okay, pasted everywhere. You can literally Control C, Control V the machines, and you don't even have to open the menu. You can just point at the machine, and as long as it's highlighted, you can still copy paste the settings. Really, really nice for just making life easy for another didn't know how to do it already. I used to be one of those people that would just very slowly and painfully go one by one the machines, and I'd open the menu as well, so yeah. Anyways, so we need to connect the power, so power pole here. Pole here. One, two, three. Oh, I messed it. Let's put it on top of the rock. Why not? There. On top of this little rock. Come on, give me the blue. There. Connect the power. Quite long. Let's bring it to here. Okay, let's see. I'm looking for the screw alt first. Fused wire.
Hard drive
Here,
analysis
Caterium
completed.
wire.
Alternative recipe selection
You use
available
one
in the
Caterium
map.
ingot to get 8 wire, whereas normally you'd use 1 copper to get the 2 wire. Now, Caterium ingot uses 3, while copper uses 2. It uses 1. So essentially, you use 1 copper to make 1 wire. Here you use 3 to make 8. So you are making more, just that Caterium normally is rarer. Now these are very good, and the fused wire is also really good because you save on Caterium a lot. These are great recipes, but I'm not going to pick either, because as long as I don't pick one of those, they will not reappear, and those are 2 amazing ones that I want to keep for later, just not for now. So not having them reappear is just really nice. Let's grab some. I like how if you grab it through the drill, it doesn't actually recognize as you haven't picked it up. If I go mine by hand, it is going to come up and talk to me.
Strange alien matter analysis completed. Dormant crystalline SAM can now be found with the resource scanner. In its dormant state, it is safe to handle without special equipment and can be stored indefinitely. Research for enabling the reanimation of dormant SAM is now available.
Fill the rivers with blood and let the effigies defile our temples. The sun will follow.
Wood. Don't have any leaves.
SAM reanimation recipe unlocked. SAM can now be safely awakened, provided it is contained. Meaning, if not contained in special electromagnetic storage, it tends to start breaking atomic bonds of any matter it has physical contact with, and reconstructing it into easily transportable resources.
Scripture and blood compose harmony. Follow our hallowed temple halls and listen to the echoes of your ripples. Our bones are more beautiful than yours.
Alright, so we go from there to here and back to base. Can't wait until I unlock the... Should have seen that coming. That's on me. I'll get about 15. That's 30 wire. Plenty to get the production started. Now, all my production is currently halted pretty much. But I don't mind as long as we make some proper progress. I'd rather just hold the production for a tiny bit and then just breeze through everything than try to just keep up the production at the expense of actual productivity. Okay, Alien technology. We need to get to coal, which is kind of far. So for now, we scan a hard drive and we continue the thing here. It's how in advanced game settings the fly will just you touch something and just gets cancelled. It's just annoying. Anyways, max consumption is, let's set it to 16. Alright. So we now can set this up here. The resources will start flowing. We have connected everything. Almost everything. Good thing a game to check. Alright. Now we stall 1, stall 2, stall 3. Then we add constructors. How much does the constructor take? 15 per minute. Alright, so I'll add one constructor per smelter for now. Certainly can do that. Fire. Double overclock. So this takes 30, this pushes out 30. So essentially we break even. And now we have some wire, not that much, 60 per minute, will do for the milestones. Now, for constructors I need cables, so let's make some. Then we go back, we make a second and a third constructor. Paste. So now we have 120 wire per minute, and then we make yet another constructor. That will be making cables 60 per minute. 60 per minute, alright. Look at that. We have some here. Like, where are we going to find them? And then I remembered. Like that. Then storage box here. And a storage box here. Now this is kinda makeshift. Until we get sorted out. So this part is done. Like, we can just leave it here and just come pick up the resources every now and then. So then we have to focus on the part here. We have we are fully done for the time being with the concrete. I'll just go pick up some more, just in case I need to build. Alright. Then we need constructors here. So for iron plate, 30 per minute. We take okay, 30 per minute, and then another constructor. We're missing cable, obviously. But would you look at that? We have set up the cable, so all we have to do is come here, grab it, go back. Now this bit I'm doing is just temporary. The smelters are going to be like that permanently. It's just temporary, so we can just get some stuff done. Alright. That's fine. So we have max consumption 24.7. Let's go to 25. Be good. Biomass is being made nicely. Let's check our milestones. Haven't checked these in a while. Screws. Let's make the few that we need for now. Then we need cables and iron plates. Iron plates are being made. So now it's just a matter of waiting a bit. Nothing serious. I also need to hopefully get the alt recipe for screw. The alt recipe for screw basically, okay, so normally you make ingot, rod, screw. The alt recipe goes ingot, screw, and makes the same amount for the same resources. You just cut out an entire machine, that's it. So you save on electricity and you just save in trouble. So I can just have a constructor directly making the screws. And that will be the best until we can get later on coal. Because the steel screw recipe is just unbelievably efficient. I think I'll make one of these guys soon. For now. I just have to wait for this machine. After we get this milestone, the next one to get is going to be conveyor belt, so we can actually improve the efficiency by a lot. Getting the faster conveyor belts literally doubles the efficiency. Speaking of which, let's see. Logistics MK2. I already have a bunch of resources I can preload in. Just the plates that are going to be an issue. And we got really lucky with the crash sites. Okay, inventory slots, we get that. Yes, I do want the alt recipe, but like inventory slots, like I mentioned earlier, are even higher priority. Because if you don't get them early, then after you unlock a bunch of other stuff, it will be harder to snipe. Right, 119. Not. The feedback loop hasn't loaded fully. Needs to fully back up. So as we can see here, it's just slowly getting done. So until it fully loads, which it won't with the slow conveyor belt unless we force it to by hand feeding the machine, we won't get much out of it. Anyways, on other things, any place I haven't explored yet. There. Caterium, definitely need that. sluggy, some more caterium. This is exactly what I needed. Ooh, a bunch of caterium as a matter of fact. It's actually really helpful because we can't really get caterium close by. My best bet at getting caterium is to invest in the Mercer-sphere thingy, where you can upload resources to the cloud and teleport them back to base. Or at least that's the plan. So all the Mercer-spheres we find are very welcome.
We hum a simple melody into the effigy, yet we hear no harmony. It covers the temple in bones and organs and limbs, yet ignores our bleeding wounds. Scripture is needed. Consume.
A familiar pattern is emerging in your brain. Please assess yourself for signs of
Sulfur, I do
concussion.
need that.
If necessary,
We have
a
coal
replacement
right next to
pioneer will be
base, so
dispatched.
we
Work
can
must
use
continue.
these bits of
Replacement
sulfur
delivery
we
schedule
find here and
estimate.
there
Error, years.
to unlock some stuff through the mom. And if I get a little bit more lucky, find some more caterium ore, I might even be able to unlock the better first of all, it's up here. That's about enough. Alright. So I might be able to unlock the better poles for power. It should be either this one or this one. So I need to research this so I can make the ingots. Then, okay. I think I need 22 more. We'll see. Right, load up the machines. So this and this are what we need. We get some more cables, but we're making some nice slow and steady but nicely relaxed progress, and I'm very much enjoying this. You don't have to try hard every game you play. This is what I like about Satisfactory. I can just seal. Okay, perfect. With that, I should have enough. Oh, quartz. Hello there.
Unknown crystalline mineral collected. This mineral is composed of the same chemical elements as quartz and may yield similar.
Okay, Alright, I'm having a little bit of an issue here. So, excuse me for a moment. I was transferring some files in the back to my girlfriend. So, let me... I don't know why it crashed suddenly. Maybe her laptop turned off. Alright. You know, okay. It let me in. It probably just timed out, I guess. I was basically sending her over all my South Park episodes that I have. I have a folder with like a ton of South Park episodes. Yeah, I can see the file that didn't get transferred. Alright. Excuse me for this, everyone, but yeah, don't know why this happened. And alright, there we go. Hopefully it won't time out again. Now, also they made the game fully pause when you press the select button, the escape button. Forgot to mention, which is an interesting change. Back in the day it used to actually pause, but then they removed it at around update 6 and they only now brought it back, which is an interesting choice. Like, if you're going to remove something, just keep it removed at that point. We have another coal node here. Copper pure. If I find enough quartz, we might even be able to get blade runners. Right. Is there an Caterium nearby? Just out of curiosity on this side. Doesn't seem that way. Yeah, it's like ultra freaking far away. Let's get the summer sloop from here. This is the egg looking rock that I mentioned at the start of the stream. I just forgot its exact location because I haven't been here in a while. We have a Mercer sphere right under where I'm flying, more like. Let's grab the sluggy. Don't need that. Grab this sluggy and then head to base. This wasn't meant to be an exploration trip. It was just something to pass the time for a bit while we're waiting for the resources. We're mostly waiting on the plates. I'm just looking for all the Caterium I can find, because if we are able to get power poles MK2, that will be just really nice. Okay, this is almost done. Get the assembler.
Milestone reached. The assembler can produce more complex parts, including the first project part, smart plating, which is crucial for initiating project assembly. Project parts must be delivered to the space elevator. By completing your contracted duties as part of project assembly, you will definitely be helping achieve Fix-It Company goals without any other ulterior motive. Note: humans cannot craft project parts. Do not worry about your inadequate crafting skill when compared to an assembler. Fix-It cherishes your innate human abilities, such as walking, striking objects, and commodifying natural resources.
Alright, give me the screw. cast screws. This is exactly the one I was looking for. So normally you turn one rod into 4 screws. This turns 5 ingots into 20 screws. For 20 screws normally you need okay, I'll just get it and then explain. Also let's get that real quick to free up more inventory space. Now we just need screws.
Research to develop the rebar gun is now available. When completed, you will be in possession of a tool effective
And get
against any
these.
local obstacles actively objecting to the fix-it mission.
Okay, it only takes 50. That's actually really good, because that means I will be
Research
left with
completed.
some.
Caterium ingot recipe unlocked. New caterium research available.
Yeah, the file transfer stopped again. Okay. Something is wrong with your internet, I imagine. Yeah, like oh, well. I'll just not bother. Because I also want to send here like Rick and Morty and a bunch of other things, and it just is crashing for some reason. Like it shows here still online, but here internet usually is just trash, so that might be the reason. She's not on the computer, like her laptop, she's just taking a nap. So I don't know what could be wrong. Okay. Yeah, it's here.
Research completed. Quickwire recipe unlocked. New caterium research
We
available.
can make 125, which is just barely not enough. I need to find, let's say, 3 more rocks of caterium, ideally. Alright, let's do this. Caterium research should be this. No, never mind. Okay, so
New caterium research
275.
options available. Congratulations on finding this metal. Many fix-it initiatives will benefit from
wait.
caterium's applicability in advanced engineering. Also, it is probably not sentient, and so unlikely to feel pain as we exploit it.
275 divided by 3. Wait, what's the conversion rate? No, divided by 5. 275 divided by 5, and then multiplied by 3. So we need 165, which should be 4 of those rocks. Alright. Throw this away. I'll change the recipe. Biomass wood. Okay, we'll be able to almost insta-complete this. Let's check another drive-in for now. And refuel this. I'm going to take 1 stack. Soon we'll get the chainsaw and we'll switch to compacted. Not compacted, what's called solid biofuel. Okay, I'm coming over here to pick up some wires only. Because we are going to start building again soon. Okay, how far away are we? About 2 minutes. Yeah. Just over 2 minutes. And as soon as we get this, we literally double our production on the spot. I'll just do it by hand, it's so much freaking faster. Alright. So to pass the time, let's grab some of those and go process them. Next milestone I want to go for is going to have to be the chainsaw. So in the interest of freeing up inventory space, let's front load as many of these things as we can. So we have a ton. Oh, I forgot to do the quartz in the mum. Oh well. Right, so that's in. That's in. Then with this we have conveyor belt MK2.
Milestone reached. Fix-It would like to remind you of your contractual obligation towards efficiency.
This is not a high
Recreational
priority
use of
one.
belts and lifts does not count towards work hours and will put you on the list. Stay efficient, don't disappoint Fix-It.
Right. Time to actually improve production by a ton. These upgrades. Upgrade, 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 upgrade. Like this one does not need to be upgraded because we need it to kinda back up. Then we need the lifts upgraded. And obviously this. Alright. Now production is going to shoot through the roof. We do not want to upgrade these smaller ones because the machine is only going to pull so much. Now I need a little constructor here. Actually, since we can use the better stuff now. So, cast screw. This will take 12.5 per minute. We are producing 30. So we just full overclock and then underclock to 120. Yes. Is this 27.9, so we'll go to 28, and now we have screw production going. saving time. For later, I'm going to preload this machine here. But this is why I wanted the recipe. So if we see here, normally you need iron ingot to turn into rod to get screws. So to make 20 screws, you are going to use pretty much 5 ingots, because 5 times 4 equals 20. Now the thing is, this makes 50 per minute, this makes 40 per minute. Might not sound like a lot, but it does quickly add up. And also you skip the need of an extra machine. You don't need an extra constructor. Overall, it's just a really good early game recipe that everyone should be going for. Now, this should be done soon enough. What do we have after? We're waiting here for more recipes. Need the screws to start turning them in. And I'll also need to find a spot for the space elevator. For the jump pads, besides plates, we have everything. So what I'm going to do, expand this a bit, make another one of these. Yeah. So now we have 2 machines making plates. Just because plates are made slower than rods. Alright, we have the 500 screws. And let's see, space elevator. Big chunky boy. Could actually just put it flat on the ground and build a base with a hole in the middle, like a big floor of a base, and the space elevator just poking through or something like that. Anyways, we need concrete, which we do have. Pretty much everything we more or less have. Just that it will take a while. So in the meantime, let's do the deliveries. This and this. This. And finally this. Chainsaw is done. I will make one.
Milestone reached. Solid biofuel, created from any biomass, ensures maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, the chainsaw allows for the removal of tougher wood and coral foliage. Additionally, your pocket dimension has been inflated to increase inventory size. Inspirational note: will you be the Fix-It Employee of the Month? You could be if you construct, automate, explore, and exploit by eliminating all obstacles to efficiency. This isn't just fun, it's contractually mandated. Fun.
150? No, just 15, okay. 160 screws though. And let's grab like a bunch of these, because we need 1500 for space elevator. Ooh, the mummy is finished with the research. Let's see what goodies we have. This is a very good one, but seeing how we got a repeat, normally if it's oh, never mind, it's not a repeat, but I do want this. However, this is just too good to pass on, because we go from 4 a minute to almost 12 a minute. And with overclock it's just a lot more as well. Also it saves on screws, which early on are just a nightmare. Alright, so let's get the quartz out of the way. So we need to get the blade runners.
The crystalline mineral was a previously unknown variation of quartz, with uniquely large and flawless crystals, normally only found in synthetic quartz.
So we need 50.
The industrial application of this mineral will follow that of its synthetic counterpart,
can make it
specifically in communication and exploration technologies.
I'll make extras because I'm pretty
Research
sure
completed.
I need
Silica recipe unlocked.
about
New quartz
40
research available.
for the blade runners as well. Quartz. I need some of these, which I can make. They are a bit expensive, but it's well worth getting the blade runners. And I do want the inventory slots, but like they're not as high of a priority now.
Blade runners unlocked.
Blade
Equipped
runners.
to run faster.
I have
jump
enough
with greater
silica,
force,
I
and
just
decrease
need
fall damage
modular
that might
frame.
otherwise have lowered your value to fix it.
Okay, 1, 2, and 3, 4. I really like the blade runners. I got stuck. Not as exciting. But yeah, blade runners are great. I remember back in the day, my first time unlocking them, I just felt cool as frick. Anyways, I'm going to do this very quickly, since we have the resources. It's pretty much dirt cheap. Okay, so now we can scan for them.
Power slugs extract latent
I could
energy
get
from their
this, but, like,
surroundings to sustain
I
themselves.
don't
By
really
tuning the
care.
object scanner to the particular potential energy signature, it is now
The
able to
one I
locate
care
them
about is
against the
this, so we
background
just need a
environmental
little
static.
bit more screws. If I kill some enemies, we can get extra inventory space. Okay, let's go kill enemies. Don't have gas mask yet. I have gas filters, just not the mask. We need 3 kills. So that's 2. Just need 1 more piggy. Here we go. Alright, perfect. Haven't got an extra one. This is a boss, right? It will drop 3 of the stuff. Alright, now with that, we're pretty much set. I always hate the spiders when they hide in the trees. It just pisses me off. Alright, if I don't hurry back to base, the production of screws is going to have paused. Let's grab some sulfur though. Go back. Wait, did that thing take full damage? Normally enemies don't take full damage, but it died way faster than it should have. So it might have legit taken full damage. Alright, time to reset. So first of all, I need some screws, which we do have. To get the coolest thing after the Blade Runners, the rebar gun. Really like using that thing. Then I
Rebar
need
gun and
3
iron rebar ammo unlocked. Your ingenuity towards preservation of fixed
proteins.
property has been noted. You earned a micro break. And welcome back. I hope you feel refreshed.
Alright, then we'll go fetch some cables. I don't think I have enough just yet, but I should be getting close. Wait, I'm going the... Oh, yeah, I am going the correct way. For a moment I thought I was going the wrong way. Yeah, it will take a while until we have 1,000 cables, but not the end of the world. In the meantime, let's see what else we can work towards. So space elevator, we need a tiny bit of concrete. The roads we should almost have. We have the concrete. I do want some extra concrete though, just to build a platform maybe. Then okay, what other research can I do? Caterium, haven't found any more, sadly. Nutrients, no. Alien technology. Need to get to steel production. Alright. I'm pretty sure I picked up barrel nuts earlier, unless I tried to pick them up. I had full inventory and I thought I picked them up even though I hadn't. Oh, that could have very well happened. Anyways, hard drive scan. And let's also pick, I think I'll go for this for now. Or do I go for fused wire? Both are great recipes. Fused wire saves caterium and uses the less precious copper. But I like how this uses constructor over assembler, so we'll go for that. Alright, next up. stuff from the machines. I'll do the last milestones that we have, since now we have everything. I'll even do the jump pads, which I normally just
Milestone
always skip.
reached. You have been given
Alright,
access to the
let's
anti-waste effort for stress
plop
testing
down
of
the space
materials on
elevator.
Exoplanet's bonus
But
program,
also,
also
before we
known
do,
as Awesome. Your awesome input allows Fixit to comprehend our
Assembler.
amazing universe more clearly. In appreciation of this,
just
we
plop
have
it down
generously set up
here.
an internal, closed economy with
Smart
exclusive
plating.
rewards and currency. Directing parts of varying quantity and complexity into the awesome resource sink will grant
And
Fixit
then we
coupons.
need,
These coupons can be
it's
redeemed
going
in
to
the
be 4
awesome
times
shop
less,
for
so
highly
we need
desirable items
50,
such as new
12.5.
foundations, walls, factory attachments, cosmetics, parts, and more. Next time you have additional resources, just remember to go that extra
I'll
kilometer.
go 13.
Go awesome.
Ah, 16, fine. Doesn't matter, since it won't get used up. Max consumption. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Some machines are stalled. Per minute. That's fine. Alright, space elevator time. I can make a platform up here and plop it in the sky, but I think I'll go with my earlier idea where I'll put it somewhere in the middle and I'll build my base around it with a gap in the middle and the elevator poking through. I think that will look cool. But I also don't want to place it flat on the ground. Honestly, screw it. Flat on the ground it is. I just need to place it with the terminal towards here. So it's looking into the hub. Yeah, I think this will do. Right there. This is getting dismantled soon anyways. This is very temporary. Okay, so we need 13, so I did count correctly. Alright. This will do. We have coal literally next to base. We have one coal node up there and we have one here. So one here, one here.
Project assembly initialized. Congratulations, Pioneer. The space elevator will now automatically connect with the Project Assembly orbital
2, 4,
platform.
5.
Project assembly is
it's
divided
almost
into phases, each of which
done.
require the delivery of project parts, such as smart plating, via the space elevator. Subsequent phases unlock access to new tiers with more advanced technologies to construct, automate, explore, and exploit. It is time to be honest. This
Take
project
this
is part of the Save the Day program,
straight out.
the largest united undertaking in human history,
This
destined to
straight
save
out.
us all. Earth is in peril and only Fixit pioneers offer hope for survival. Fixit is counting on you. Humanity is counting on you. Do not let Fixit down.
Take all these and transfer them. I'm going to turn them into solid biofuel now. 120 per minute, so let's use the better belt. Something temporary anyways. It's almost done. Grab these, grab the screws before it freezes up. Don't want the machines to back up. Alright. So we have done all the milestones.
Milestone reached.
Like the early game
Fix-It jump
milestones.
pad combines high technology
just
and
waiting on the
innovation for
machine
optimized factory
here.
traversal and an ideal travel
So
experience.
we can do the space elevator.
Clarification.
I
Ideal
could make
travel
multiple
experience
machines,
not
but
guaranteed. Individual
I
results
still need
may
to
vary.
wait for resources to build up
Pioneers are
anyways.
responsible for all workplace accidents resulting from jump pad usage.
Oh, speaking of which, I forgot. I need to make a rubber gun. There we go. And iron rebar. I'll make about. Let's make like 60. It used to stack up to 50 back in the day. Now it stacks to 100, so it's a lot nicer. Since you don't burn through so many inventory spaces. Alright, almost done. Now I need to test. Alright. Then test if I had vibration on the controller. If a sound like someone was drilling had been heard, that would have been basically my controller. I'm turning these into solid biomass. Now the thing is, the more you solidify them, the less worth they are. So for example, turning 8 into 4 does not make this better. This is 450. This is 180. So you have to calculate essentially. And using pure leaves is actually very, very efficient compared to other methods. The problem is that they take so much inventory. That's why the compacting happens. Back in the day, the biomass burners didn't have the input, so you can feed them. You had to manually feed them. Alright, space elevator is done. Seal. And
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress
they
presentation.
added the video.
Congratulations, the Phase 1 project part shipment is now ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 1 will be completed and the distribution platform will be constructed. After
No, I could
completion of
skip this,
Phase
but
1, the technologies of
letting
Tiers
it
3
play.
and 4 will become available in the hub.
For
Highlights are
anyone
automated
watching
power,
that hasn't
steel
really played the
production,
game
personnel
as many
transportation,
times as I
and many
have.
more. Completing Phase 2 of Project Assembly is your next main objective. New project parts will need to be produced and delivered to the space elevator as you have done previously. Continue to construct, automate, explore and exploit for a better Fix-It future.
Alright. Send it. Now, if you actually get on the ring that flies up, it will send you flying to space and kill you. But because you kinda ragdoll when you die, you will ragdoll even higher up and up and up and up to the point where the game world will look like a tiny pixel. shockwave, pushes away the clouds,
Phase 1 of project assembly completed. This is
and
only the
builds
beginning
the
of
first
project
ring.
assembly,
Now I
the
have a
first
video
step
on the
towards saving the
YouTube
day.
channel
You have performed adequately
of what
so
happens
far.
when
Reminder,
you fully complete
not
the
only is
assembly,
Fix-It saving humanity,
like
it
the
is saving all
final
of Earth,
stage.
including kittens and puppies. It is statistically likely that you appreciate the continued existence of kittens and or puppies.
Okay, coal power.
Continue the work for their sake. Continue
This
the
is
work
a
for
big
Fix-It.
priority
It is time to
to
start
get.
the work on Phase 2 of project assembly.
So I need one assembler. Like an idiot, I put in the cables. Oh well. Because of all the waiting, we should have like a bunch of cables, at least 100 or two. Here, yeah, 200. Let's get some of these as well, always handy. Alright, so I need an assembler to make some of these. I'll hand feed it. Power goes down, but that's fine. I just overclock one more time. Pull the lever. Now max consumption is 41.5. 41.5. Very good. And we have coal power, but instead of coal power, let's prioritize this. I should have been more mindful. Oh well, doesn't matter. $12.5 per minute. It will take a while, which gives us time to set up the coal stuff. So coal requires one iron node. So we have coal here. We have an iron node on this side. No, we have one down here. So I'll be using this and this together to turn them into steel. Then I'll be using this and maybe this. I don't want to obstruct the lake though, in case I decide to use coal power. We'll see, but I have one pure node here that is completely unused, and I have another one here. I'll keep this for production of iron things. Limestone. Just looking around for now. Grab this and zoop out. Right. The geyser is impure, so I don't think I'll end up using it. Could be useful if I want some extra power though. I'm just looking for Caterium specifically because now we can massively improve the factory, but I'm missing Here is some. I'm missing MK2 power poles. Without them, this is going to be a pain, wiring everything. I do remember the change log saying stuff about allowing daisy chaining of machines now, which should theoretically save a lot of hassle, but you have to unlock it. Oh, Caterium. For a moment I thought that was limestone. Alright. Normally there's sulfur near here, but since it's randomized, there's no guarantee there will be any. Okay, more Caterium, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Caterium, and if we can find some, I want some quartz. So we can go down the quartz tree. Get crystal oscillators early. Is that Caterium? Yes. And I see 3 of them, which should be just enough. I think we need 4. We'll see. So we needed 165 Caterium, and we have 150. So we literally need to find 1 more of those, smack it a bit, and we'll get the stuff. There it is. Oh, no, that's limestone. Never mind, that's trash. Give me just 1 Caterium. Again, for anyone that hasn't been here from the start, I'm playing it randomized, so I don't know what its node is going to be. Otherwise, I know exactly where to go, get all the stuff. Oh, there should be okay, not copper, there should be down here. Yes. And there should be a Mercer sphere as well. Somewhere around here. There it is. Like, again, I know nearly the full map. If it wasn't randomized, I'd know exactly where to go, what to do to get what I want at any given moment. Okay, we found it. This is exactly what I've been looking for. Okay, 178, and we need 165. So with the extras, we might even be able to get... Ooh, even found another and a crash site. This is literally perfect. So now we can get MK2 conveyors. Not conveyors, power poles. screws. I need what? Black. Come on. Of all the things it could ask for. Oh well. We'll just come back to it later. I got what I needed. If anything, if I take too long, the production back home is going to just stall. We can't have that. Forgotten that one. Right. Power slag. Into shard. Another one into shard. Grabbing everything. No. Don't need the concrete right now. Yeah, we'll go for this. So we need to upgrade the grid. Tiny little bit of copper, like a wire. Yeah, might as well get the cables so I don't have to come back. Then we need to make the biomass burner. Make it in base. Let's chuck it here. And it will be very clear soon. Ooh, bolted plate. I kinda want to get this. I have screws I'm not using, but I literally couldn't care less about. And this saves a lot on screws. So you use 18 and 50 to make 3, whereas normally you'd use 6 and 12. Now, never mind, it's the opposite. You waste a bit more screws just to produce more, but since we need quantity a lot, let's get that one. Then I need I need a tiny bit of concrete. Okay. Let's get it. And then we use here. So this is 120 screws, and that is 220. An assembler. I just want to check the recipe for now. So this would use 250 screws and 90. To save on iron plates. So to make 5 per minute we use 30 and 60, whereas to make 5 per minute we use 30 and a few more of these. Since I have 40 plates, 47, 42. Yeah, screw it. We'll just move that machine here. Alright, so assembler, and with a classic recipe, single overclock, 45, let's go 7, use 42, that's fine. Merger. This doesn't need to be pretty, it just needs to work. And time to upgrade our power grid too. Stop this. Yeah, doesn't matter. Alright. So max consumption 34.7, so we got 35. Yank. And there we go. Now we have upgraded the grid. And this is producing reinforced plates. So everything should be working fine here. Oh, before I forget, how many reinforced plates do I have? 41. Okay. It's just enough for what I'm about to do. Also, do we have anything? Oh, already been here. Never mind. Because I kind of forgot to do this. I forgot to upgrade the facilities here. Alright, so with that, this production also has ramped up. And I can literally just overclock the machines or just build more. For now, I'll just leave it as is. Let me pick up the leaves. I'll leave it as is, so we can focus on other stuff. More like... I just remembered, we have an alt for the rotors that we need. So let's take one of these machines, block it, and stack it. Right, let's do it like this. Again, it doesn't need to be pretty, it just needs to work. And this will make copper sheets. So 30 per minute. another exactly same deal over here. Oh, I'm going to preload the machine. Should have done that already. Alright, there we go. So we are producing 30. And that is 30 copper sheets. Alright. Then I need one merger. And a box for them to go in. Put the box over here on this side, so I can access it from afar. So now from afar I can access this box, and I can access this, and then this. Connections. Alright, there we go. So now we are producing copper sheets. Then for rotor, what's the alt recipe again? Sheet and screw. I'm not using all the screws I have, and I can produce a lot more if I choose to. So let's see, how many screws do I have that I am not using? I'm making 120 and I'm using 84. Splitter. Again, it does not need to be pretty. I'll bring the seats from over there because moving the screws is going to require the better conveyor belt and I can't afford it. The entire point is to produce the stuff that belt uses. After all. All right. Fine. I'll just do it by hand. Just a tiny bit. Right. So then can I reset anything? Can crystal oscillator in
Research
just in
completed.
case.
Quartz crystal recipe unlocked. New quartz research available.
Oh wait, the sulfur. Can get black powder. Free up some inventory space.
Research completed. Black
Potentially
powder
get
recipe
dynamite.
unlocked. New sulfur research available.
Black powder is made here. We also need this for that crash site we saw earlier. Although I'm too lazy to go get it. It's not like there's any good recipes we can get just yet. There is the steel screw one. But that's about it. 1, 2, there. Toss this away. Let's get this. Extra inventory.
Tool belt expanded. I
Alright.
compounded sulfur's tristatic atom matrix into a quadrimensional gate vortex.
And
You can now carry more stuff.
this late game, the plastic rubber thing. Then I remember finding some aluminum stuff. What was it again? Pretty sure that somewhere I found something from aluminum. Anyways, let's do this next. Get it out of the way. Or in the interest of saving time. Smelter, Ethereum. And I'll just be making the ingots in the meantime. Not ingots, the quick wire. Now I know this is just boring to watch, but trust the process. Okay, how much do we need specifically? 300? Yes. Can go for AI limiter. USB connector can't really. Ooh, stun bar maybe. If I have some to spare. Also, let's finish what I was doing earlier. Before I forget. I need just a few plates. Plop down one drill, one smelter. This is just a very, very small production. Actually, let's go 75. Iron ingot, full overclock. Then production, constructor. We're making 75 iron plate, full overclock. The grid is going to go down if I don't hurry. There we go. In a bit, pausing this for just a tiny bit. I want this to build up to like 15, and then we open it. No. For modular frame, what do I need again? Modular frame. I have rods to burn, then a reinforced iron plate. Okay. So I need one assembler. Modular frame. We are producing 7 per minute. Per minute, I'd say is fine enough for now. So essentially we are left over with 1. Then this produces 30 per minute and this will burn 24. That's a fair amount. Alright. Hit the peak. Yeah, I need to overclock a tiny bit more. Let's go to 50. No, 50 is overkill. I'll let the machine start and see how that goes. Let's make a little box here. Yeah. Had the feeling that would happen. This produces 50 per minute. Okay, how high did the usage go? The consumption jumped. Let's go 52.5. Yeah, we are perfect. We're just half over what we need. Never mind. I jinxed. Let's go 53.5. And then in the box all the stuff will go in. So this is modular frames. I need one more assembler. To make rotors, but it needs rotors. The irony. When you want to make something, in order to produce something, but it takes the thing you're trying. To make a line for. In order to make it. This little bit I'll just leave it running for a good while. Because I am very short on plates. Alright. So we need one assembler, so 2 rotors. What does the rotor take as default? Rod and screws. Assembler. So the alt is a lot more screws. I need to see how many screws I get left. So I have 120 here and I'm using 84 per minute. 20 minus 84, that's 36 screws. Out of these I have 6 left, so 36 screws. One 25. Screws. I'm matching the screws, not the rods. 1.4, 1.42, okay, 1.44, 36, 7.2. Screws go in, rods go in, then this will take 3.8 megawatts. So let's go up by 4 and power it on. Alright, that's barely any rotor, so I'll just make a bunch by hand since I have the materials. We need a lot of them. I could go on a trip and try to find some more, but is it even worth it? I did a stupid thing and put a bunch of them into the code generator milestone, even though I don't need code generation just yet because I'm playing with reduced power requirements. So I did it out of habit. Normally I get power, like the coal power, but I screwed myself over by doing that because by now I could have had the necessary rotors. So here, coal power, I went and put 50 rotors in, which is a lot, honestly. Now basic steel production. Let's get some concrete to put in. Now we're just waiting for these resources. So since I put 15, we would be at 103 now. Much, much closer. Still, that's going to take forever, so... this is barely getting used, so... This is going to be purely rotors. So smelter. You're fucking kidding me. I think 40. Now let's go with 30 and we'll see. Oh, I still need to do the Caterium stuff. I just remembered to get the power poles. So I'll just do that in a moment. And what do I have here? For what I even had that. I'm kinda tired, so I'm starting to have brain farts. I think I'll keep playing for like 20-30 minutes. Try to make as much progress as we can. Get the milestone done. Hopefully have some time to set up the initial stages of production for steel and go from there. Okay, 250. I have exactly enough to do the milestone in the MUM. MK3.
Power pole Mark II unlocked. This provides additional power connections compared to the Power pole Mark I.
For now. I'll try to unlock it as soon as I get plastic. But the Mark IIs are plenty good. So... and they're cheap too. Okay, we don't need that anymore. I forgot to get the rods. Alright. No. Smelter 1, smelter 2. Iron, paste. Okay, so we need Mark 1 conveyors for these. Alright, and then constructor, goes here. This will be making screws. Another constructor goes here. Lower, no. 1, 2, and D like the other one. So 120 screws. Oh wait, never mind. So let's be like that. So 120 screws, 120 screws. Then this will be making rods, iron rod, one and two, the wrong spot. This will do. Again, doesn't need to look pretty, just needs to work. And then 2, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 machines connected. Then we need assembler. I keep screwing myself over. Doing this very inefficiently. Alright. So 100 screws and 20 rods. $200 screws, 40 rods, 250 screws. No, I have to go 9.5. 200, no, 9.6. Yes. 48 and 240. That leaves us with a tiny surplus of screws. Oh, I don't have a conveyor belt that can handle it. Then never mind. We'll have to do two assemblers. Doesn't look pretty at all. But it will work, and that's what matters. Max overclock this. Alright. let this run for a bit first. Let's hand mine a bit, feed the machines just to speed up the process. For frames, we're actually looking very, very good. Turning in the frames. It's the rotors that we are stuck on. For the other stuff, let's start turning them in. And to save my reinforced plates, so I'm not turning those in. Ton of plates after that little thingy I made there. So just load as much as I can into things. Alright, the machines have almost backed up. Once they actually back up, so we have that. Turned everything in. For this, need the rods. I'm really short on rods too. I could tweak some things and get a bunch of rods, but it's alright. Since I end up not using this, I'll just dismantle it. I'll just use the stuff later. So, dropping this in. I will keep like 400 on me just for the milestones. Then I need all of these and a fair few of these. Actually, let's just take them all, why not? So I'm just focusing on the milestones in general. I'm not focusing on special elevator yet. Ooh, wait, there is, where was it? This one. Oh, so close, okay. Just in that time it took, I probably have enough over here. Do I? No. How many are we producing? Just out of curiosity, I think it's 30. Yeah, 30 per minute. So 2 minutes, more or less. And we'll have +6 inventory slots, that's nice. Let's make that chainsaw I never got around to making. Alrighty. This is because eventually I will run low on biomass and whatnot. Another great mod I normally play with is the Super Chainsaw that has a 50 times radius. Like you do one swipe and it clears like this entire thing. Very good stuff. This game has some amazing mods. We need rotors. Slight overclock to 4.9. No, 4.85. Not bad. Did I get it right? It's 4.8. Oh, yes. Alright. We make a second one. Here. Then conveyor splitter. Oh, I forgot to connect it to the power. There we go. I hate this with these generators. Like they die on their own because the game hasn't recognized that, oh hey, it has fuel now. Anyways, I need tiny bit iron rods, just 10 will do, to make one of these guys. Check these. Let's get down a bit more. Just clear up the area. Not a fan of how they have made the trees like a shake when you cut them down. I just find that more annoying than interesting. I want to clear the area towards my copper production so that later on I can pull platforms without running into trees. Sadly I can't get rid of this, but nice chunky tree. It has to go. Now I can see my production lines throughout the base. I don't have to just guess where everything is. just be much nicer to look around. And once I start adding machines, I don't want the game to just start behaving weird because I'll have too much stuff. Yeah, I filled up. Alright. But now we can see across the base. So I can see my two production lines. That's what I was going for. And wood is next. Do I still have leaves or wood? My inventory? Nope. Alright. So what I'm planning to do now is add the constructor here. Loop it back. I guess I put it a bit too close. Oh well. Constructor. Put it here. So it's the wood that comes out first. So biomass wood. I'll need 2 rods. Alright. So this produces biomass, then this solidifies it. This will produce 300 per minute. But it will just keep getting stuck, so it's fine. Now we are overkilling it with the production and the power. I'm going to just tone it down a bit, save on fuel. And then we have finally gotten enough. So back to the milestones. Basic steel. Oh, wait. I'm still short a few. I thought I had enough, but I thought wrong. Steel. We need 35. We have... where are they? 20. So it should be a give or take 1 minute. In the meantime, I'll go get all my cables from over here so we can expand the inventory, because that will be very, very nice to have. This I should have over 1,000. So I can get the inventory expansion.
Pocket dimension significantly expanded. I worked all afternoon, analyzing the transdimensional confabulatory permutations of alien DNA to achieve this. We are all doing our part for Fix-It.
And I have exactly enough. No. Once again, I counted wrong. I need to stop rushing. Yeah, I'm like too short. 1, 2. There we finally go. So now we have the foundry.
Milestone reached.
Which means I
Coal
can
and
make
iron
steel
can be combined in the foundry to start
things.
steel production. Project part number 2, the versatile framework, can only be created via automation, not at a crafting bench. Delivering these to the
And that
space
also means
elevator
we
is
cannot get
essential if we are going to
logistics
complete phase
MK3.
2 of project assembly and save the day. Fix it,
I
and
just need to make
humanity
steel
is relying on
pipes
you.
and reinforced plates. But all will come in due time. Now off stream I will probably play a bit and just go through the milestones, so that next stream, if I do stream this again, we can just go through the next tier, which is the oil stuff, and maybe even bauxite if possible. But yeah, my base is looking a mess, so I will need to like make it look nicer. Fair amount. So, alright, there we go. Now, like I said, oh, how many are we burning? We're burning 6 and 6. We're producing about 60. Yeah, we have enough to burn like let's say about 20 hours at least worth. Okay, maybe not 20 hours, but like 15 hours. Which is plenty good. By then I'll just have coal power. Speaking of which, since we have everything set up, what's the requirement? Not for logistics, but for coal power. Oh, just reinforced iron plates. Which means that if I pause this machine, take the plates that this machine is making, 7 per minute, and math time, 5 divided by 7, so in 11 minutes I'll have the stuff. So pod is going to take 5 to come back. Alright, let's do some little checks for resources and then I'll end the stream. Okay, this is the closest one for quartz. Too far. This is actually in a really nice location. Big open, so I can definitely work with it, even if it's down below. Pure quartz. Alright. I can get the crash site from there, but that's not what I'm here for. Alright, so we have the quartz here. Let's grab this little fella. So we have quartz in a pretty good spot. Where's the other one? Here he is. Did like a spin there. Alright, so that's the quartz. Then what? Let's take sulfur. I don't need it yet, but would very much enjoy having some dynamite to blow things up. Don't be further than a kilometer. Nah. If it's close to the if it's close to where the quartz is, I actually don't mind. It's only if it's far. Since I'm being led towards here. I don't know. Okay, quartz is far. Not quartz, sulfur. We're next to a crash site, so might as well grab it. Yeah, I was missing something. Now, normally this place has coal nodes. And these speeders tend to get stuck inside the nodes, becoming extra annoying. So what have the nodes around here been turned into? Copper and iron. Oh well. Limestone. Yellow sluggy. Let's grab that. And head back home. Purple sluggy. It's even better. That almost jump scared me. I knew there was a spitter there. Just thought it wouldn't nag on me. A little just jumped when I got attacked. Alright. We're back. Oh wait, there's coal here too. So this coal... Oh, never mind, it's the one I already knew about. Okay, so we have seen the sulfur is far, so let's not bother with it just yet. The quartz is relatively close. It's in a nice location we can work with. Then... let's check... I don't know, let's check the caterium. Okay. Pure. Oh, 2 cateriums. Cateriums. So quite often I've actually built my base over here because in vanilla, before they nerfed the location because it was so freaking OP. So let's get this up here. Before they nerfed the location, this used to be hands down the best location to start in. Also, there's a crash site next to us, but I'll just grab it in a moment. So, here. So, this used to be the place. So this would be a pure node of copper. Then you'd have multiple pure nodes of iron. So actually you'd have copper, pure. Then you'd have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Where is it? 4 iron. So you'd have 4 pure iron nodes. But here we have sulfur, which means we can actually set up a nice facility here, both for quartz and sulfur. But yeah, basically you'd have limestone over here. So you'd have pure limestone, 4 pure irons, then 2 pure coppers. The oil fields are literally behind that rock, and there are some of the biggest oil fields. Then there's a geyser down here. You have a free crassite to grab in this part. I'm just going to get it another time. Then there's another crassite over there, and another over there. There's a bunch of slugs you can build your way towards if you are playing like vanilla. And also down there, when I say it was nerfed, it was because here and here there used to be 2 pure quartz nodes, and then here there used to be a pure caterium node, but they changed it. Also funny how the caterium node got randomized into a caterium node, but I'll take it. So we have caterium, we have sulfur, and we have quartz in a very, very close by location. Like if I scan for quartz, it's right over here. And if we go over here, there's a crash site to grab. That you can just open for free, literally at the start of the game. Get yourself an early hard drive. Like this is just way too strong. To the point where it might even ruin a playthrough. Because of how unbalanced it is. But anyways. I'll get back home. We'll see what the hard drive has for us that I left in the mom before I head out. And then I will just end the stream. Don't really need much caterium anymore. Reinforced iron plate I very much appreciate. Supercomputer, that might come in handy. There are some crash sites that need supercomputer to open. There should be a sluggy over here. So limestone. Oh yeah, and here used to be caterium. So the node was over there somewhere. where there used to be another caterium. Basically, the pure caterium near that location I was talking about required dynamite. But there was another one just barely a bit further away, so let me show. So from that location over here it was here. So this would be a normal caterium node. Like that place is like unbelievably OP. Anyways, I'm just grabbing a little bit of sulfur and heading home. Limestone, don't care about. We're almost home. We can see the space elevator. Coming into view. Eventually I will clear all of the trees here. Now we did pick up a bunch of these guys, and since I've stalled production, it means I now have enough to do the milestone and get coal power as well.
Milestone reached.
vehicular
Power production
transport,
can now be
I
fully
can just do
automated by
that
burning coal,
right
which has
away.
been added to the resource scanner. Water is also
Then
necessary to run the coal-powered generator and
this
will require
one
a
I will
network
need a
of
lot of
pipelines to be
roads that I don't
transported from
have
the water
available.
source. To assist with locating and identifying water, Fixit has compiled this guide. Water is a somewhat reflective liquid and it may have thick vegetation growing nearby. To test if something is water, try touching it. If it is not solid and does not corrode your
And for
suit,
coal,
it is
we do
probably
have
water.
this lake here. It's literally perfect position for us. I had Caterium this close the entire freaking time. Anyways. Over here there should be a Mercer sphere, unless I've picked it up. I remember back in the day the voice assistant would just piss me off, because every time I was near a summer sloop or a Mercer sphere, it would be like, you are contractually obligated to pick this up or whatever, and it was just annoying because there's so many of them, and back then they did nothing. It literally said work in progress. So yeah, anyways, so we put a little box just for ease of use. That's right, there we go. Give me steel screw. These are good. Iron pipe, honestly, I couldn't care less about. It's just very inefficient. It's only worth going for if you are really down bad on coal, which is pretty much never the case. Molded beam, on the other hand, is a really nice alternative, because you save a lot of time. Instead of so normally you use 4 ingots to make 1 beam. So this is roughly 3.5 ingots, and you make them a lot faster. The only downside is that you use concrete, which you then will need to combine with a steel beam in order to get encased steel beam. For now, I need the screw. Okay, these are both absolute trash for right now. This is actually a very good recipe, but for right now, these are both trash because I'm not short on copper. So we use the hard drive we just got to scan and hopefully get something good. Then yeah, logistics, I kinda want to get this, but I need steel pipes. Still, we've made quite a bit of progress, so let's just end it here. Alright. So thanks for watching. Ending it on the pooper, because why not? I will see you all next time. The people on the YouTube side, just like, comment, you know, the usual, just to help with the algorithm. And I will see you all hopefully soon. Next stream might just be a stream with my girlfriend though, just playing Monster Hunter again. I didn't end up almost maxing out my 11th weapon, so I want to do a stream when it's time to max out Tonfas and get Solar Revival. But anyways, have a good day, night, whatever, and join the Discord to know when I'll be live again.